Good evening, everyone. Chris Gonzalez here on this PM Live. I am super excited for this beautiful Monday evening. I just took a walk with Duke, and I wanted to dedicate this live to Mr. Ben Schwartz, who is actually tagged in this post. And if you go back on my feed, it's one of the last videos that I shared. He created a video with regards to what you do for a living, and the ultimate takeaway is being comfortable with what you do for a living. So he challenged us all to create a video about what we do for a living. And some people shy away or not happy or don't feel amazing or great about what they do, so they tend to not talk about those things. So do me a favor, go back on my feed, check out the last video I shared for Ben Schwartz, and just let me know what your greatest takeaway from that video is, and then I would love for you to share your video on his feed, on his post, and tag me in it so I could see what that looks like. But here's a young man who I have watched grow. He's become an amazing young man. I mean, he was always great, but this video really puts things in perspective for him, for the industry, and for me, because here is someone who I've seen grow, and he just had so many great points and so many great takeaways in this one little video. And when I see things like that, I really like to give them the credit they're due. So do me a solid, go back to his feed. All right, we're on plan today for tomorrow, and you got to get your goals set. You got to get your targets right in front of you. You got to size up your day. You know, knowing what's ahead and knowing what you're up against gives you the advantage to tackle what you need to handle what you need to, and to really overcome any sort of obstacles that might be standing in your way. So planning today for tomorrow is a great way to give yourself that edge. And just one simple point, I know I say it a lot, but something as simple as planning out your meals, right, per se. You should be eating 4, 5, 6 meals a day, the right portions, the right foods. You know, we spend way too much time trying to figure out what we're going to eat for lunch, what we're going to eat for dinner, and what we wind up doing is we wind up making the wrong decision. If we would just plan that meal ahead, we could free up our mind to tackle and handle whatever we want. And the reason I say that is, I'll give you a simple example. The last time you guys opened up your computer and you had tons of windows opened up on that computer, what usually happens with that computer? It usually slows down, right? Your brain is very much that way. When you have all those windows opened up in your head, you slow down. So you got to take those thoughts, you got to take those ideas, you got to take those problems, those issues, and put them down on paper. Free up your mind, free up your computer, free up your RAM so that you can execute and think of more innovative things that you could possibly be doing, right? So you could focus on the real issues or situations or goals or tasks. That's what we have to do. We have to free up our mind so that we can do and accomplish all the things that we want to accomplish, because like a computer, we have way too many windows open. That's what planning today for tomorrow helps you with. So I hope that's your greatest takeaway. Get back to my feed, see the last video I shared, Ben Schwartz, and tell the world what you do for a living. And if you're afraid to talk about what you do for a living, or you're ashamed of what you do for a living, then I don't think that that's what ultimately you should be doing. I think you have to figure something else out, right? So think about that, and think about your efforts in life. I sell cars for a living. I inspire and motivate. Well, I hope I do, right? That's my intention. That's my goal, is to create these videos to give myself greater purpose, but give you some extra tools, some encouragement, so that you could all achieve your goals. All right, so have a great evening. Plan today for tomorrow. Just want to give a few shout outs. Josh Salt, Doug E. Fresh is in the house. My man, how are you doing? We have Donna Hopkins, we have Steve, we have Eddie, We have Randy Davis, George Ballas, let's see here, Tina Bolin, Christian, all of you guys who showed up this evening and show up every single day, every morning, every evening. I really, really, really appreciate all of you. And you make it all worth it for me. All right, and I want you to know that. So you guys have an amazing evening. Plan today for tomorrow. Know that your results from today are a direct reflection of your planning yesterday. So if we plan today for tomorrow, you can achieve everything you want to achieve. And hey, listen, worst case scenario, you don't achieve it. You fall, you get back up stronger with more knowledge to do it again and make it all happen. All right? Dougie Fresh, you have an amazing evening. Marcus, you have an amazing evening. Actually, you're probably sleeping already because you wake up at 4 a.m. But if you guys can wake up just 1 hour earlier or go to bed just 1 hour later each day and use that 1 hour to do something for you, you're going to find yourself with 365 more hours per year. That's 8,760 minutes. That's 525,600 seconds. That is the equivalent of 9 40-hour work weeks. What could you do? What could you do? What could you accomplish? What could you achieve with 9 extra 40-hour work weeks? All right? Plan today for tomorrow. You guys be absolutely amazing. Mr. Duke is like, he's like, where are we going? Are we leaving? All right, let's go, buddy. You guys have an amazing evening.